Friday morning, everybody. 7 o'clock. Appreciate you being with us. I'm Gene Levanchi.
And I'm Nicole Gabe. And yes, good morning to everybody. You wake up a little bit cooler compared to the last few days.
It's kind of refreshing, though. Like it's not too bad when it's cool like this. I mean, we're not talking freezing temperatures. Most of you won't have to scrape the windshield. We are down to 33, which is pretty chilly in Norwood. But right now, Boston's 45, Worcester's 41. Lots of 30s in between, you guys. So yes, grab a jacket. You might not have needed it yesterday, but it's back today. And because it's going to be dry, warm, windy, we've got a red flag warning for the elevated risk for brush fires starting and spreading today. Temperatures on their way back to the 60s. It's going to be 60s and sunshine for today. We're going to keep that forecast bright, bright, bright. The wind will continue into tomorrow. Sunday will be calmer and a little bit warmer, but those 50s that you can see for your weekend forecast, I know it sounds chilly after we've had 60s, 70s, and 80s this week. That's November. That's where it should be. Catherine, for the fall, remember we consider meteorological fall September, October, November. So this starts on September 1st. And you can see how it doesn't just expand, but it worsens. And at this point, all of southern New England is abnormally dry, if not in drought conditions. The orange there is a severe drought that includes both the Boston and the Worcester areas. You have to keep in mind, we're running 6 to 8 inches below average rainfall in those spots. So we have half an inch of rain at most in the forecast Sunday night, and that's just really not going to make a difference when we're talking deficits like that. Catherine? It is. So, I mean, starting your day off this morning, it is going to obviously be cooler than it was yesterday. We've got 30s and 40s for wake-up temperatures. So instead of just hopping outside in the short sleeves today, I will encourage you to grab a jacket or a sweater or a sweatshirt. Short sleeves should be fine this afternoon with highs in the 60s, but it is going to be windy. So we've got mid-60s coming your way in Boston, some upper 60s, Middleborough, lower 60s in Fitchburg and in Worcester today. These temperatures might not be the 70s or the 80s that we've had the past couple days. This is still well above average, almost 10 degrees above average. Now, red flag warning continues. We've got a mixture of low humidity, winds gusting as high as 35 or 40 miles per hour, lack of recent rainfall. Essentially, if a brush fire starts, it is going to spread really easily with these kind of conditions and very rapidly as well. So we want everybody to be really careful with any kind of smoldering, smoking material. It's going to be no burn. Obviously, you can't burn anything outside with conditions like this. Saturday and Sunday, it's still going to be windy as we start the weekend, but it's going to be much cooler with 51 tomorrow in Worcester and Boston, followed by upper 50s on Sunday. As far as what should be on your radar, we do have high pressure that's going to really pump in the sunshine tomorrow. We've got some increasing Sunday clouds, which leads to a nighttime chance for rain. We're expecting rain Sunday night into early Monday morning. Veterans Day, not a washout. In fact, we should clear out really quickly. So any kind of late morning plans, dry. It's around sunrise that we're going to have to watch the timing of those showers coming to an end. But the rainfall forecast is somewhat sparse. Of all my forecast tools, this is the juiciest I could find. So at most, we're looking at half an inch of rain. I would expect less than that. So it's just not going to help with the drought conditions. You know, at this point in the season, we are 8 inches below average rainfall in Worcester, 6 inches below average rainfall in Boston. So we would almost need a tropical system to come.
Everybody, we've reached 9 o'clock, and we thank you for being with us. I'm Gene Levanchi.
And I'm Nicole Gabe, Boston 25 meteorologist Shiri Spears here. Shiri, happy Friday, obviously, but happy Friday. It's a crispy day out there, a little chilly.
Yeah, I like it. It's kind of more refreshing. I mean, 80 degrees in November. I can do without that. I don't know if you guys liked that earlier this week. A little too warm for me. Hey, we're back in the 40s and 50s right now. 52 Boston and Beverly, 49 in Bedford. Temperatures are going up, everybody. It's going to be warm, windy, and dry. And because of that, we've got a red flag warning in effect again today for all of southern New England. Brush fires can spark and spread so rapidly with conditions like this. Notice that we're talking highs in the 60s again with sunshine. Yesterday it was 70s. Day before it was 80s. By comparison, feels a little cooler. This, my friends, is still well above average. We should be in the 50s, and that's where we're going over the weekend. So we've got highs 52 on Saturday. Sunday is a little warmer, a little calmer. So if you're looking to do some yard work, best
weather week, I would have to say.
It was warm.
Yeah. Are we going to see any changes?
We are. So the weekend kind of goes back to normal. You're going to see temperatures and be like, what happened? What's going on? Why the drop? That drop just means November's back in the forecast this weekend. Right now, I've got wake up 30s and 40s. Yes, it is chillier than yesterday morning. So go ahead and find that warmer jacket. It doesn't need to be like a heavy winter jacket, but you need something this morning. We're down to 34 in Bedford and Fitchburg, 36 in Plymouth. We've got another red flag warning because it's warm and dry and windy. And I would not be surprised to see this red flag warning last into tomorrow because of the winds as well. So this is the game plan today. We've got wake up 30s and 40s. By 9 a.m., we're back in the 50s. We have highs in the 60s. It's bright and breezy for the second half of the day. But there's your 50s Saturday and Sunday. Still a little bit of wind at least into tomorrow morning. The better yard cleanup day is going to be Sunday with those lighter winds and slightly warmer temperatures. Catherine?
It's not so bad this morning. Just feels a little bit cooler because where we've been.
It is. It is. It's going to be a cooler morning today. You know, yesterday you might have survived in the short sleeves as you went out the house, and today you're just going to have to hunt down some kind of jacket or sweater or sweatshirt. It's 30s and 40s to kick things off. Afternoon temps are still going to be in the 60s, so I still have hopes and expectations that we'll see lots of short sleeves out there. It is going to be a little on the breezy side. I think important to note that as well. But you can see today's forecast has highs well into the low in the mid 60s. We could even see 67 in Middleborough. Winds will be sustained 10 to 20 and gusting up to 35 or at most 40 miles per hour. So that's the wind element that I want you to keep in mind. And part of the reason that we have a red flag warning is because of the windy conditions, the dry conditions, the lack of recent rainfall. We've got a red flag warning for the brush fire potential today, and I would not be surprised to see that red flag warning spill into tomorrow as well, because it is still going to be windy to kick off the weekend. Weekend is a lot cooler. We've got highs back in the 50s. I know by comparison, we've had 60s, 70s, and 80s this week. This sounds so cool. This is where we should be. We've got a high of 51 tomorrow in Boston and Worcester, followed by upper 50s on Sunday. You can see the weather pattern that we're going to be dealing with initially has some cool air that's going to be pivoting into place and mostly sunny skies to start the weekend, but clouds build in on Sunday with some warming temperatures. On Monday, we have some rain first thing in the morning, and then we clear out for Veterans Day. Veterans Day is far from a washed out. Best chance for rain is really while you're sleeping on Sunday night, but I do have another mostly dry week coming up next week. You can see rainfall potential here Sunday night and a Monday morning is at most half an inch of rain, and we need up to 8 inches of rain in some spots to undo the drought. So we've got that Sunday night and Monday rain. It's not a ton. Monday afternoon clears out. We're going to go with sunshine Tuesday and Wednesday of next week, and we're hoping for some showers building back in by the end of the week. Back to you guys.